Hey, what's up everybody? This is Suburbs501 and today I want to go over the lowest recoil build for the STM-9 in patch 12.10 of Escape From Tarkov. Now, before we get into the video, 99% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with all my Escape From Tarkov videos. And like with all my builds, there will be a link in the description to the Tarkov Gunsmith website where you can go and see all the parts you need for this build and see updated prices for all of those parts on the flea market. And this is one of the new weapons with 12.10, and it's considered a 9mm carbine. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the lowest recoil weapon currently in the game. I think you could get the 9mm Vepr down to 21 vertical recoil, and that was the lowest recoil before, but now you can get this lower. Now you don't really need it because it is a semi-automatic weapon, but with that being said, it still has 800 RPM, and if you're good at it, you can still fire this very quickly and pretty much as fast as some equivalent fire rate fully automatic weapons. But with that being said, I still want to go over the lowest recoil version of this weapon. So first off, for the sight, I'm going to be using the EOTech XP-S30 for my general use sight. There's not really a reason to use any longer range sights on this weapon, so I'd recommend sticking with a hollow sight or some sort of red dot. And then we're going to have, for a front and rear sight, you can use whichever one gives +1 ergo, but I'm going to be using the Magpul M-Bus Gen 2 front and rear sights. Then we're going to have the SAI 14.5-inch QD rail, and then we're going to have the Avalanche Mod 2 charging handle. Now there are a few charging handles that give the +3 ergo like this one. You can choose whichever one of those you want. Then we're going to be having the 16-inch barrel. And then for the stock, we're going to be having the SI Advanced Receiver Extension Buffer Tube, the anodized red version. Then on that, we're going to have the Magpul PRS Gen 3 stock. Now for the pistol grip, we're going to be using the Nora Arms Grell S. Now you can also use the HK Ergo PSG1. They both have the same exact ergo rating. Just the HK Ergo PSG1 is a slightly heavier, but it's not that much, so just use whichever one is cheaper. Then we're going to have the upper receiver for the STM, which is the only one it currently has. Then for the magazine, you do have a few choices. Mainly you have the big stick magazine, which is 33 rounds. That gives a lot more ergo, but even though this weapon is semi-automatic, you can still shoot it very quickly. So I'd recommend using the 50 rounder. Even though you're going to have less ergo, I would still recommend using the 50 rounder because it is a 9mm weapon. So you usually gonna have to put a few more bullets into things than using a higher caliber weapon. Then you have this magwell, which the two options are just different colored ones and don't give any stat differences, so you can use either one of those. Then we're going to have the Magpul M-Lock 4.1-inch guide for our grip, and on that we're going to have the Zenit RK2 for the absolute lowest recoil. Then we're going to be using the D-Ball tactical flashlight. You can use whatever tactical device you want. Recommend using the D-Ball because it has all 4 of the tactical device options. Then we're going to be using the Osprey 9 sound suppressor. This is going to give us the lowest recoil, and what's also nice is this isn't the longest of silencers. It's kind of the medium length silencer, so the weapon isn't ridiculously long, and the silencer is incredibly silent, and with this weapon it is probably one of the most silent weapons in the game. So that is the entirety of the lowest recoil build for the STM-9. Now the stats on this are pretty good, and only changing up a few pieces if you want to use a more general use build with better ergo is going to turn this into still an incredibly strong weapon. The only downside is that it's only single fire, but if you're good at clicking your mouse really quick, you can still get this to really high RPMs. And if you're good at aiming while spamming your mouse click, this can definitely be a very, very strong weapon. And like I said, there will be a link in the description to the Tarkov Gunsmith website where you can go and see all the parts you need for this build and see updated prices for all of those parts on the flea market. So subscribe if you want to see more Escape From Tarkov videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this build, and thanks for watching.
Принял.
Enemy frag!
Движение прямо! Контакт!